Welcome YouTube family. My name is Eric. This is the Eric Evolving channel. If you're not yet subscribed, you already know what to do. So this will be more of a reflection video. Yeah, 2019 was an amazing year for me. A lot of changes, a lot of things I did not know were going to happen, and yeah, it's just a crazy year for me. I hope all you guys had a great year. So in this video, I'm gonna go over a little bit of the things that happened to me in 2019, and then what are the things I want to do for 2020. So this time last year in 2018, I had no idea, no clue that I wanted to move to Tampa, Florida. The only thing I knew this time last year was that I wanted to move from where I was. I wanted to leave the Bronx. I wanted to go somewhere new. I wanted to have just a fresh start, new experiences, right? Yeah, this time last year, I've never even been to Tampa, Florida before in my life, right? And now here I am living in Tampa, Florida. So, yeah, it's just crazy what changes could happen to you in a year, man. It's crazy. So to go over it and to recap, I came to Florida I came to Lakeland, Florida, which is about an hour away from Tampa, about October, November, and I did not like Lakeland at all. I did not like the heat of Florida. I just didn't like it. I was just like, man, it's too hot. I couldn't live here. Had to come back to Florida again in January of 2019. This time went down to Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. And I was like, you know what? This ain't too bad. You know what? I probably could do this. Like I could live in Florida. And then, yeah, that's where it all the idea started coming into my head, because as I said, I knew I wanted to leave the Bronx, wanted to live somewhere else. And that's where the ideas started kind of clicking in my head. I looked at a few places. Like, I knew I didn't want to live in Miami or Fort Lauderdale area, just because those areas were just, to me, were either overpopulated or overpriced, or I just didn't like the overall look of the neighborhoods. So I started looking north of there. Looked in a place called Port St. Lucie. That was high on my options of places to move to, and was really looking into it until I started digging down into a little bit more of what I wanted. And I realized Port St. Lucie didn't have an airport close by. So I was like, with no airport, with the airport like an hour away, I knew I probably wouldn't have liked that too much. So yeah, I started looking more at, okay, yeah, cities with an airport, cities that are growing, cities that maybe even be close to the beach. And I landed on Tampa. Started doing my research, decided I would take a trip down here just to check out the area. Took a trip down here for the first time, I believe in February, end of February / March. And I took a trip down here, went to the Brandon Riverview area, and fell in love, man. Like really liked the area, thought that area was great. And went back home to the Bronx and started making plans of how I would move or what would happen, right? Or how I would kind of work it out. Still doing research, looking up apartment complexes, doing all the research and stuff. Decided to come back to Tampa in May. Came back to Tampa in May. Had a list of apartments that I wanted to see. Looked at all the apartment complexes, and landed on this particular complex where I am now, and decided I fell in love with the Citrus Park area. was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a leap of faith and I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, just gonna try it out. You know, I did a lot of research though before doing it, but decided I would just take a leap of faith and you know, try it. You know, came down here, moved down here in July. Moved down here in July. It rained like every day. I started questioning my decision to move here. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Then we had like a little bit of a hurricane scare. Again, questioning my decision to kind of make the move. And you know, all in the same time, kind of missing back home a little bit, missing family, missing friends. You know, so it was a little bit rough. You know, I got a little bit of homesickness in there, in between, but I decided to kind of stick through it, kind of fight through it, and kind of try to make things happen. Yeah, went back to New York. Went back to New York for a week. Yeah, saw family and stuff like that, and was, you know, that kind of satisfied my kind of like my homesickness, and kind of made me realize that maybe I did kind of make the right decision of moving here. So started accepting the decision more that, yeah, it was a good decision to move here. And I kept fighting, you know what I mean? Kept fighting, kept kind of going out, doing things, and try to like acclimate myself in the new area. And I said, it wasn't always easy, you know what I mean? There were times where I was going through different things that I probably just didn't share with you guys, but you know, working out, exercising, kind of keeping myself busy, that helped a lot too. So yeah, it is what it is. Thanksgiving rolled around, did my first Thanksgiving by myself, and that's when it started really kicking in that, you know what, like I really do need family here. And now here we are. Family's here now. Yeah, it's the end of the year. I don't know, man. As I said, it's been a crazy year. It's been a emotional roller coaster. Been a lot of ups, lots of downs, a lot of new things, a lot of things to kind of get accustomed to and stuff. So it's been a great year. It's been a really good year. That's a lot of ups and downs, but you know, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm talking to you guys, so yeah, I did something right. You know what I mean? I still have life, so it's all good, man. So with that said, now I accomplished the goal of moving to Florida. Or not even a goal, but kind of like I accomplished what I wanted to do in terms of moving. And I moved to Tampa, Florida, and I feel like it was a good decision. So right now I have to make some new goals now for next year on things I want to do and things I want to accomplish. Gonna figure out what I want to do in terms of, yeah, my lease here and everything like that, because it's crazy. But I moved here in July, we're in December now, we're gonna be in January soon, and yeah, it's coming up almost time for renewing of a lease. So I have to figure out what I want to do in terms of renewing a lease, and then what I want to do, yeah, eventually in the long run. Do I want to stay in Florida? Do I want to go somewhere else? Do I want to go somewhere else in Florida, a different state? Do I want to kind of dig my heels in here and start looking for maybe for places to buy within the next year after completing another 1-year lease? So a lot of decisions, a lot of things to do, man. But only thing I know is that I have to, now that I'm here, yeah, the first step was to get here. Now it's like, all right, now that you're here, what are you going to be doing? What is your next goal? What is your next move? What else are you going to do? So got to figure it out. So hopefully you guys come along for the journey. This is my last video for 2019, but I continue to evolve, so there will be more videos in 2020, and hopefully we'll see how things kind of evolve. You know what I mean? See what else I come up with to do. But 2020 is a big year, milestone for me. So want to do something. Want to make sure I start thinking about different things I want to do, and kind of set up myself to hopefully have a successful 2020 and onward. So I wish you all a happy new year. Hopefully you guys meet all your goals, achieve all your goals. Whatever you got to do, you do. You know what I mean? So thanks again, guys, for watching the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in 2020. Peace.